Hey, what up, guys? It's Nick the Quant, here with this guy. And today we're going to go over today's highest mathematical edge pick. Let's see if, there you go. You can kind of get him right there. So yesterday we had our highest mathematical edge pick to date, that being on the Toronto Blue Jays, made 7.77 units off of them. So I just want to say congratulations to whoever tailed my pick. I had that pick posted immediately on my Twitter right when my model was done being ran on that game. Then I posted about it on my Instagram, and then I did my analysis video shortly afterwards. Furthermore, we went 2-2 overall on the day, profiting 6.38 units, I think it was. So just a massive day and another profitable week cycle. So in the past 2 weeks, now it looks like my model is really starting to hit a stride, which is good. So we can kind of talk about this for a second. So week 7, I was up 8.98 units. And then week 8, which is the cycle I just finished, I was up 9.22 units. So it's been going great. And I was talking about this in my prior videos, but as, my model continues to be more consistent, variance starts to smoothen out a bit, given all the data that's coming in. We want to adjust our Kelly size with that. So this week that just finished last night, I was at a 5.5 Kelly, so now I'm going to be at a 5th Kelly. So exposure increases a little bit, but a justifiable amount given our performance is continuing to get better. So saying that, we can jump into what today's pick is. So today, our highest mathematical edge pick is the San Francisco Giants on the money line. Yo, you good? So I got them at plus 139 odds. Model probability having them at a 53.09%. This denotes number one mathematical advantage. So my model is giving a pretty decent underdog with the Giants being plus 139. My model is giving them a pretty not significant, pretty decent mathematical advantage at 53.09%. And with them being an underdog, now that denotes there's also going to be a massive pricing advantage, which we can see with the fact that the Giants have an expected value of 26.89%. Because of that, I'm going to be risking 3.86%, or for me, 3.86 units, as 1% of my bankroll is 1 unit. Giving us for this pick a potential profit of 5.36 units. And as always, if you want access to all of my free sports betting picks and plays, down my X account at NickTheQuant44. That way you have access to more than just this one singular pick. So let's go. We can jump into the math from this point. We can go over my interior models for my ensemble, get over into the second and third layer of calibration. And then again, we'll conclude like we always do and bring it back full circle to the edge assessment and just confirm and finalize what we're doing with this pick. So again, the probabilities for my interior models are all calibrated based on how the initial predictions actually perform. So for example, the Mariners game today, my model 1 had the Mariners initially at a 55%, but that's only been hitting at a 50% rate at this point on the season. So model 1's calibrated probability for the Mariners would be 50%. How much these probabilities influence the ensemble model's initial probabilistic output is determined upon how much sample size is present with each prediction. The more sample size, now the more reliable that probability is. The less sample size, the less reliable. So giving that introduction, we can jump right into this. So model 1 had the Cubs at a 52.43%. Model 2 had the Cubs at a 63.16. Model 3 had the Giants at a 55.56. Model 4 had the Cubs at a 54.55. Model 5 had the Cubs at a 46.15. Model 6 had the Cubs at a 51.69. Model 7 had the Cubs at a 56.55. Model 8 had the Cubs at a 48.39. And Model 9 had the Cubs at a 56.69. So all but one of the interior models had initial predictions favoring the Cubs. Most of them, though, relative to what the Cubs' odds are today, would be disadvantageous regarding the pricing of it, considering how much of a favorite they are. But they were initially, as far as initial predictions go, favoring the Cubs. Though when we looked at calibration, a lot of them got pulled down, meaning that they're overconfident ranges, and some of them were just contrarian in general, being below a 50% win rate. So what this did is it initially computed our Cubs, my ensemble did, the Cubs to be a 52.36% probability initially. So if we want to calibrate that based on how my ensemble model has been performing in the real world, when my ensemble model produces 52% probabilities, they've only been hitting at a 44% win rate. So this drops the Cubs to a 48.71% probability. So now the Cubs no longer favored. Then we account for the market region the Cubs are in. The market region the Cubs are in today currently has a 43.53% win rate on the season. So this is right now the worst performing market region that I've been tracking. It has not been doing well, and the Cubs fall in this range today. So relative just to the market, this is disadvantageous for the Cubs and advantageous for the Giants as the complement. Relative to the pricing of the Cubs, extremely disadvantageous with the Cubs being a favorite, and extremely advantageous to the Giants being the underdog. So now we apply this third layer calibration to the Cubs. We apply it to their second layer calibrated probability we just spoke on. And what that does is it finalizes now the Cubs being an underdog and the Giants being a favorite. So we know the Giants, because of this, bringing kind of full circle, were a 53.09% probability. So the Cubs are 46.91%. So again, we've got the Giants at a 53.09% probability at plus 139 odds is what I got them at. Always shoot to get better, bigger underdog odds for more expected value. But the expected value is strong, 26.89%. Using that fifth Kelly, risking 3.86% or 3.86 units for a potential profit of 5.36 units. So again, guys, if you want access to all my picks, not just this one, so you can jam on all the picks I have and maximize both your diversification to reduce risk, but also profit potential, I highly suggest that. But as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for always tuning in to these highest mathematical edge picks. Thank you for the love of my X account and my Instagram account. I'm going to keep printing these picks out and keep advancing and advancing and advancing. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see ya.